Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Hydra. Welcome back to the channel for a brand new Modern Warfare video. And guys, as you can tell, we're going to be doing a little video on how to maybe improve your accuracy in Modern Warfare. As you guys know, Modern Warfare is a lot different than pretty much every single other Call of Duty, and there's a lot more aspects when it comes to your settings and just a little bit more time you have to put into the game when it comes to improving your accuracy. So hopefully I can give you guys some tips that'll make it a little bit easier for you guys, and hopefully that you can benefit from these. I've started doing a lot of tips and tricks videos. Like, I go over my settings after, you know, every certain amount of updates. I do some movement glitches that you guys can do that the pros use. I do a lot of stuff, and I've never made a dedicated video on how to improve your aim. So I'm super excited to do this video. If you guys are wanting to improve your accuracy and like tips and tricks videos as well as gameplays and stuff like that, make sure that you do drop a like down below, see if we can get to 30 likes. And also, I need to give the notification shout out of the day to Links. So thank you for having notifications on. If you guys don't know, I do this little thing on the channel where if you guys are brand new to the channel and you do subscribe with post notifications turned on, and then comment down below #BellGang, NotiGang, something along those lines, I will give you a shout out in the future videos. So shout out to Links for having notifications on. If you guys want to win it in the next video, just do all those steps and you guys will be put on screen. And as you can tell, 96% of you guys that watch my videos aren't subscribed to the channel, so there's a pretty good chance that you're watching this right now and have not hit that sub button. So if you guys are brand new, might as well go ahead and do it, because you guys are missing out on some banger content, I'm telling you. And with that pretty much out of the way, let's jump into some just general controller settings I want to give you guys, and then we'll actually move into some of the more gameplay aspects when it comes to improving your aim. Alright, so if we go into our settings now, basically a lot of people, what they like to do is they kind of like to change these, and I'm sure that if you guys do have these changed, you guys probably have a regular controller. But if you guys haven't, you know, subscribed to the channel for maybe not a long time, but you guys probably do know that I do have a scuff. So basically I got two paddles in the back, which means, or actually I took one of them off. Okay, there we go, I got the other one on. But yeah, basically I got two paddles. On the impact you can use 4, but I've been using scuff since 2014. And I'll tell you what, man, when you use one, it's hard to go back, and I've just been using 2 since then, and I've really never adapted to 4, but I'm sure it might help. I'm not too sure. I don't really know too many people that use 4 paddles. But as far as like the button layouts and everything go, I don't really need those changed. Those don't really help out with accuracy anyways, but your sensitivity and your ADS sensitivity, as well as also your aim assist, controller vibration, stuff like that, these are the big factors when it comes to your controller settings. Now, a couple of months ago, I was at a 1313 sensitivity, and it was good at the time, but I realized I was missing a lot of my shots due to the fact that I was running a super high sensitivity. Now, I still like to run a pretty high sensitivity. A lot of the pro players, I like to run anywhere from like a 4 to a 6, so I'm still kind of above that range at an 8, but I find it very, very comfortable on these settings. Because if you guys also notice, I do have a right control freak, which if you guys, I'm sure all of you have heard of control freaks or maybe even have them, and they really do help, guys. If I'm being honest, I mean, they really, really do help. I'm not even sponsored by them, but you know, just like I've been using scuff since 2014, I've been using control freak since 2014, I could genuinely say that they do help. Once you start using them, you can't go back, dude. So that's why I can run a higher sensitivity and kind of like manage it with the control freak, because that's basically what they do, is they help manage your aim, because you have a better way to control your movement, if you will. Now, a big reason why a lot of people don't have the best accuracy possible is because they are messing around with their ADS sensitivity. As you guys probably know, there has not been ADS sensitivity or anything like that in any other Call of Duty. It's only been regular sensitivity, which means that this ADS stuff, once you change this, your sensitivity is going to be messed up in every single other Call of Duty, okay? There is literally no reason to change this. Just because they give you the option doesn't mean that you have to change it, bro. I promise you, just keep it on 1 and just get used to it, because there's no point in changing it, especially when a new COD comes out. Your aim will be so messed up, I can promise you that. Same thing goes with their aim response curve type. A lot of people, nobody runs linear, but a lot of people run dynamic. Now, I guess technically speaking, you probably could run this, but like I said, it's never had an option like that. There's never been an aim response option in any other COD, so just leave it on standard and you guys will be perfectly fine with this Call of Duty and any future CODs as well. Because if you change these now, it's going to be messed up for every single other one. You're gonna have to get completely used to those next COD settings. Now, controller vibration, I'd say more people lean to having this off. I was one of the people that used to have it on, and one day I was just kind of like, all right, you know what, let me turn it off for a little bit and see how it goes. I turned it off, dude, and it is literally so much better. Also, I'm not sure if you guys realize, but I'm actually like lowering down in my seat My chair is so broken, dude. I really need to get a new one. I might just stay down here and put my camera down because I really don't feel like having to adjust my chair up every time. It's never done this. I really don't know why. As far as your aim assist goes, a lot of people, they don't really change their aim assist. I see a lot of people just really changing their aim response curve type, and that's about it as far as your controller settings goes. Now that we have all that set, I've gone over that, let's go in game. I'm going to show you guys a very nice tip that no other Call of Duty has, but you can actually benefit from this one. So let's hop into custom games. Okay, so now that we're in custom games, I want to show you guys something that will 110% benefit your aim. Now there's actually bots, so I might die trying to demonstrate this, but as you guys can probably tell, in the center of my screen there is a little crosshair. Now if you guys have noticed, no other Call of Duty has that. Now essentially this will very help with centering your aim. So let's find something to aim at real quick. Let's go like in here. Oh, there's a bot right here actually. Okay, so as you can tell, when it comes to setting your aim, this dot, basically this crosshair in the middle of your screen, it shows directly at the person. So essentially when you guys are hip firing and you aren't ADS, let's say you guys are running, somebody comes around that corner, you guys still have that crosshair. As you guys can tell, even if you're running, you still have that crosshair. So even when you're running and you're not ADS, literally you can still center on a person. So let's say, you know, in other CODs you don't have that crosshair and you don't notice that your aim is down here. Let's say when you ADS, like you start aiming down here, so you guys can literally always tell where your gun is pointed going through a doorway, like I just did in another tips and tricks video, slide canceling. It's look at that, it's still even there when you're slide canceling. So going through this door, going out of here, going around this corner, it's literally always there. So if you guys haven't already, definitely put that to good use. I ran out of ammo. But yeah, I'm just gonna go around killing some bots real quick. There's, believe it or not, a lot of things that you can utilize in this game. Now this is definitely the biggest one, 110%. So like, I'm not saying all the time that you should be looking at that dot, but it for sure helps. You should really only be looking at it when you're going like around a corner like that. You shouldn't really be focusing on it too often, because I mean, if you really think about it, if you're looking at the center of your screen the whole entire time, you might not be seeing a guy who might be peeking around that corner up there. Or let's say, you know, you have a high FOV, you might not see somebody up there if you're just looking to the center of your screen the whole time. So utilize it when you need to, and just, you know, make it so it's a part of your gameplay, man. Just kind of get used to it. So let's just try to go around and get some hip fire kills real quick, because why not? You know what I'm saying? As you guys can tell, I've been ADSing, but let me just try to go around and get some hip fire kills real quick on some kids. So yeah, that guy right there, that guy right there. I'm telling you, man, it's just, you guys just kind of got to get used to it in custom games, maybe just for 1 game, 2 games, and hop into some pubs and, you know, just try it out, man. Like, look at that, bro. I know these guys are bots, but I mean, still. I'm kind of destroyed these bots right now, but I mean, I'm sure if those guys were real players, I probably would have died right there. But you guys get what I'm saying. Even hip firing, even when you need a hip fire, I don't really actually think it shows up on the pistols. Let me check that real quick. I'm not sure if it shows up on the pistols. Oh, it actually does. Okay. It's not going to be that effective though, obviously, since it's a semi-auto. But guns like the MP5, M4, Bison, it's going to be so useful, man. I promise you, just try it out. Now, I know some people do this. Now, it's kind of hard to remember to do it all the time, but I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm actually starting to shoot before I aim in my weapon. So if you have somebody centered already, and you start shooting before you ADS, you guys are 100% gonna hit your shots. There's literally no way you're going to miss your shots if you start shooting your gun before you ADS. Like that right there. Now you guys might be asking, when it comes to movements, like sliding around a corner, and if you jump spam, like I didn't really have much room right there, but if you jump spam like that, how are you 100% going to hit your shots if you do movements like that? And there's really no way I can help you with that, except if you guys want to take the chance of not ADSing before you walk out, because you know, if you ADS, you kind of just have to take a rough guess and just kind of get used to it when it comes to that. But if you want to just kind of hip fire around a corner, do a jump spam or a slide, I mean, you guys have your crosshair, but when it comes to going around like this, ADSing, you guys kind of just have to have your shots locked on and just take your chances pretty much. All right, but yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for today's video, man. If you guys did enjoy, obviously make sure to drop a like down below. Let's see if we can get 30 likes on today's video. And also make sure that you guys do subscribe. Like I said, you guys are probably watching this video and not even subscribed to the channel. Yeah, believe it or not, because 96% of the people that do watch my videos aren't even subscribed. So make sure that you do 100% hit that sub button for more tips and tricks videos like this, new gameplays and everything like that. And pretty much with that out of the way, man, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.